how do you hone in on being the bad guy? Like, what do you do? Do you do a hard foul? Like, are you talking reckless on social media? Like, how do you be the bad guy?
I mean, I try to do it with my play, just try to be real physical. And every time I go out there, try to make every game like a fist fight.
You talked about some other players getting better over the summer. What have you gotten better at, do you think, in bringing this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think this summer out of all summers, I improved the most because this summer I got a chance to really go work out with a lot of high NBA level player guys in my position, and I got to see some of the things they do and how they go about things and their approach and kind of gauge myself and see what I need to work on and how I match up against them. So I think it gave me like a good just, measuring stick of what I need to be as a player to get to the next level. And I mean, I think I worked really hard this summer too, so it's been great.
Best player in the league, but are you the best actor in the league?
Me or Anthony Edwards, that's my guy. He did a really good job on his role, so I think me and him, we probably can go at it in the acting.
You've been enjoying that, getting out and about. I don't think anybody's been around doing a variety of different things.
It's been great because, like I said, it's allowed me to be able to get out and about, but also work out with a bunch of different people. I got a lot of friends all over, too, so that's been fun. I mean, when I went to Kentucky, I got a chance to work out with Oscar. That was my guy. Played high school together, and then going out to L.A. for a little bit, I got to work out with some great players, too, so that was great. And then I worked out in Miami, too, so just traveling, you get to play in different places, play against different people, so that's been huge, just being able to use different things to do those things.
You said you get your own sitcom in the end. You looking for that?
No, not at all.
You talked a little bit about how you've seen RJ and Caleb improve over the offseason. I wanted to ask about Leaky and what you've seen just him improve upon as far as his game goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way the year started with Leaky and into how it ended last year, I mean, just everybody loving him now from him getting so much hate early on, it's definitely giving him a lot of confidence. And I mean, I think Leaky's going to have a big year. Offensively, he's improved. I mean, we saw the jump shots been getting better and better. And I think he's just getting even more and more confident and just getting his swag, and I think that's great.
Awesome. And is there a particular moment that you saw him kind of switch that confidence on last year that you can pinpoint?
No, I just think it just gradually just grew and more as he started seeing more success and started getting the recognition that he's been deserving. Because a lot of the times people didn't really see all the dirty work and the importance he was of our team because he's a defender and things like that. But I mean, I think now, he's confident and he got all that.
Coach Davies mentioned this shutting out the noise, what's good noise, what's bad noise. It's kind of vague. How do you actually do that? Is it deleting social media? Is it how do you actually?
I mean, I think it's your approach because I'm the type of person I like to see the bad stuff that's said about me because I really laugh at it and things like that don't really affect me. Like what people say about me, I don't really care. So for me, honestly, I'm the type of guy I don't mind noise, whatever. But I guess just not letting it affect us and not letting it change the way we play just because somebody said this and said that. Just really just focusing in on the team aspect of things. And I mean, for some guys, noise do affect them and they can't see stuff like that. So really, he just wants us to do what's best in terms of not distracting us.
Got about 5 minutes left.
I wanted to ask, we've talked to some of the other players about this, but if there have been any differences you've seen in Coach Davis's attitude coming into this season versus last year. I know everybody said, the approaches remain consistent, but has he seemed a little bit more comfortable this year?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would say mainly not more of his mentality, but I would say just X's and O's. We got an identity and we kind of know what we want to do versus last year. We had new players, new coaches, so we were kind of just filling out and trying to figure out our identity, but now we know our approach, so I feel it's made coaching a lot easier.
What is that?
I mean, just being a hard-nosed team and just more X's and O's part. Ball screen centric. We do a lot of floppies, a lot of different actions. So we've been having the opportunity to just kind of just expand on those and get into them in different ways and giving them different looks and kind of disguising what we want to do and making everything look the same.
Armando, a lot of people, have you up for whether it be Conference Player of the Year, National Player of the Year, whatever, what have you. Just when you hear those things, what are your initial thoughts, and do you feel any kind of pressure to live up to those things?
My initial thoughts is luck isn't on my side because everybody that's been preseason National Player of the Year, ACC Player of the Year haven't gotten it. So my initial thought is, wow, I might be getting jinxed, but I mean, I think I'm ready for it though. I mean, I know it's going to take a lot of hard work, and I know I got to do a lot of the same things I did last year and maybe get a little better at those things, but I think I've been doing a good job these last 2 years of just being consistent. So if I just do that and you total and us winning, I mean, I think that'd be a huge part. And I think that was probably a lot of the reasons why I didn't get a lot of that national attention last year until the end, just because we weren't winning.
RJ brought it up. You know, the state fair starts tomorrow night. He said he's going to at least bring it up to you all to see if y'all want to go. You know, do y'all plan on going to state fair? And if so, what should go to tonight?
Yeah, I might take a little lady there. I might got to bring a little security guard. It might be a little crazy, though, because can't really go nowhere in North Carolina without, you know, being able to enjoy it. I feel like it might be a terrible idea for all of us to try to go to the state fair together. But my best food, I don't eat fried food. There's a lot of fried food there, but probably.
Funnel cake?
Yeah, see, I like funnel cakes, but it's fried, so I'll probably throw up if I eat it now. I don't know. I'm gonna figure something. I might try some pizza or something. I feel like that'd be good.
Like metabolism, how though?
Yeah, you're right. Not mine. I mean, my weight fluctuates. Like, I can gain 10 pounds and lose 10 pounds so fast. Like, the other day, it was before late night. We had a recruit in there, and I had these, like, jumbo crab legs. And then, like, we was going out there, and then, like, when we was putting on the jersey, it kind of, like, blew up my stomach, and I looked pregnant. And then I stepped on the scale, and I was, like, 250 pounds. I'm like, oh, man, like, I just gained, like, 10 pounds in a day.
They ain't the muscle, you ain't been hitting the weights.
Yeah, I mean, then I woke up the next day, and then we practiced, and after practice, I was, like, 240, so.
Oh, so you good?
Yeah, that kind of speaks on my metabolism a little bit. I just can gain and lose weight so fast.
That success you've had combined with the name on the front of the jersey, is there anything that you can kind of do to prepare for the target that's kind of on your back?
Yeah, I mean, for me specifically, I mean, I don't really, like, feel pressure to get too nervous because, like, I've been in some bad situations. I've been in some good situations. Like, I've been in dark places, like, my freshman year, like, not knowing if I was good enough to play basketball. Like, should I transfer to UMC? Am I good enough to play to where I'm at now? So I feel like the days of, like, feeling pressure is, like, kind of in the past.
You said, like, being recognized at the state fair after the run to the Final Four. Like, you taking photos, selfies, like, everywhere you go now.
Yeah, I mean, before it was pretty bad, especially, like, in North Carolina and Virginia. But, like, now it's, like, a national thing. I was talking to somebody earlier about it. Like, right after the Final Four, I went to the Dominican Republic. I think, is that what Punta Cana is? That's Dominican Republic, right? Yeah. Punta Cana? Punta Cana, that's Dominican. Yeah, Punta Cana. And then I was, like, getting, like, hounded as soon as I got there. And I'm like, man, like, okay, like, it might be a little famous now.
International.
You talk about after the Outer Banks thing, too. I mean, people come up to me every day asking me about Outer Banks, so.
Is it annoying, or you like it, or I'm sure it wears you a little bit, right?
Yeah, it wears me down a lot, but, like, I'm good at, you know, just being positive and, you know, because I was a person, and I mean, still to this day, like, if I see somebody that's pretty famous, like, I'm getting excited, too, and, like, you know, wanting to go up to them, but now I kind of have a perspective on it, so I won't go up to them, but I was in that position, and I get it, so, I mean, it comes with it, you know?
Yeah, and the NIL stuff, you know, obviously tons of different things you've done.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest request you've gotten for NIL?
Oh, man.
The horse thing's pretty wild, too. Like,
that was pretty wild. I mean, I've been offering money to do some crazy things.
keep it PG.
I mean, to say, like, crazy things, like...
On Cameo and stuff?
Oh, yeah, man. People offer me thousands of dollars to say crazy things, and I just can't do it, so...